Ahoy, all of you flick freaks out there, what is going on? My name is Andrew, and today we're going to be doing a trailer breakdown for the brand new trailer that just dropped, Marvel's Captain America Civil War. I can't tell you how many times I've already seen this trailer because I just find it absolutely fascinating. One of the best trailers I've seen in a very long time. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right into this and break this trailer down. So the trailer is going to start off, we're going to see Chris Evans and Anthony Mackie walking up on who, as we all know from Winter Soldier, none other than the Winter Soldier. Bucky Barnes, played by Sebastian Stan, that's him leaning on the floor. And we all have Anthony Mackie there, who is Falcon. And we also have Chris Evans playing Steve Rogers, Captain America. So it looks like Anthony Mackie's character, Sam Wilson, a.k.a. Falcon, is going to have a much larger part in this movie than he has in the previous films. So as we continue here...
Do you remember me?
It looks like here that they have finally found Buck after who knows how long it's been that they've been searching for him. And it looks like he's finally coming back to his senses. He's not raging out like he used to in Winter Soldier.
He used to wear newspapers.
And if you notice there, you see that he still does have the metallic arm, as we all know from Winter Soldier, which was totally awesome.
Your shoes.
You're a wanted man.
I don't do that anymore.
Well, the people who think you did are coming right now. They're not planning on taking you alive.
Okay, so if you saw there, it said Polizzi on that guy's, on his badge. So I believe Polizzi is either Italian or French. So I could totally be wrong, but it's obviously that this film is not going to be taking place solely in America. It is going to be an international film. And then, of course, the infamous Marvel logo.
Captain.
Okay, so let's pause it coming up here.
As a hero, there are some who prefer the word vigilante.
All right, right here. So we have William Hurt, and we haven't seen William Hurt's character, General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, since actually Eric Bana. It was Edward Norton's Hulk movie where he played Thunderbolt Ross, who was, I believe her name's Betty Ross, who is the Hulk's former girlfriend. And you remember him, it was actually really good. Edward Norton's Hulk movie was a lot better than Eric Bana and Ang Lee's Hulk movie. And yeah, so it looks like he's making his return to the Marvel Universe. It's been quite a long time.
You've operated with unlimited power and no supervision. That's something the world can no longer tolerate.
I know how much Bucky means to you. Stay out of this one. Please. You'll only make this worse.
You saying you'll arrest me?
There will be consequences.
And the consequences, in turn, will be Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man. This is going to be...
Captain, you seem a little defensive.
amazing.
If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than bad guys. That's not the way I see it.
All right, so they're pretty much setting up the synopsis for the film. Captain America, he's worked so long and so hard to try and bring Bucky back to the right and to make him one of the good guys. But in doing so, he is going AWOL in his mission, and it is time that he's brought back and said, hey, you need to rein it in, man. You're going a little too far off the deep end in order to do this. And Robert Downey Jr. is then sent out to bring him in.
Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
And you know what? They've always had...
I just want to make sure we consider all our options.
Ever since the original Avengers movie, when they first met, you could always tell that they were not enemies, but they were at odds against each other. They were just saw things differently, a common goal, but they just wanted to go about it in different ways. And it's finally got to the breaking point where in this movie, shit's gonna hit the fan.
People that shoot at you usually wind up shooting at me too.
You know what's about to happen. Do you really want to punch your way out of this?
All right, so we see Bucky, Captain America. We also see Elizabeth Olsen, who is returning from her Avengers film as Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. And then we have, of course, we have Jeremy Renner as Clint Barton, a.k.a. Hawkeye. And then I don't know if you noticed, standing next to Robert Downey Jr., Don Cheadle is making a return as War Machine, James Rhodes. That was in the scene right before this one. They're facing off against each other. And then, coming up here real soon, right here, the best part of the entire trailer, we get our first look at T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman playing Black Panther. Whenever I saw this originally, I was flipping out. Doesn't he look incredible? He looks so amazing in this trailer. And then the upcoming scene, we see him running against traffic, outrunning traffic, actually. Right there. That was such an amazing shot. Really quick, but that's a scene I'm going to remember for a very long time. And then right here, it looks like Captain America showing off his amazing strength. He is holding a helicopter and keeping it from taking off. That is so incredible. The scene's going to continue.
Sorry, Tony. You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice.
And then this is a scene that I really had a lot of questions on. We see Robert Downey Jr. holding Don Cheadle, War Machine. It looks like James Rhodes is possibly dead or knocked unconscious. Either way, you can definitely see the torment that's all over Tony Stark's face. And I think this is going to be possibly the climax of the film where Tony Stark realizes he's going to have to do whatever it takes to bring Chris Evans, Captain America, back in, because it looks like Steve Rogers isn't playing by any rules anymore. He's going to do what he needs to do to save Bucky. And that includes, hurting some of his friends in order to do so. And of course, Tony Stark is much better friends with War Machine than he is with Captain America. So this is where the breaking point happens, I imagine.
But he's my friend. So was I.
And then this is, I'm not going to pause it here. I'll pause it right here. That scene, as soon as that part hit in the trailer, I can't tell you how many times I've rewatched that specific scene. Just how the fury you can tell that Captain America has on his face as he and Bucky are beating the living fuck out of Iron Man. I mean, it's a no holds bar. They are not going to be holding back anything. Whenever that fight happens in the scene, I guarantee you it's going to be one of the best fights ever put on screen for a Marvel film. And that is Captain America: Civil War. Coming out in January, March, April, May 6, 2016. Real 3D and IMAX 3D. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you to everybody for watching. If you wouldn't mind, hit the subscribe button down there. And we really appreciate it. Don't forget, we are trying to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you haven't subscribed already, we really appreciate it if you would do so. And until the next video, thank you for watching, and Godspeed.
5, 4, here with Freddie Wong, guys. 2, 1. This video's over!